Hi, Virgo. This is your weekly reading for July 19th through the 25th. We're going to take a look at the recent past, the current energies, and the immediate future for you. We're going to see what energies are attached to you in all three ways and the energies in between. So let's get started. Your messages for Virgo, please. Tell me about Virgo and the energies surrounding them for the week of July 19th through the 25th. Okay, Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Looks like here in the recent past, something's come to an end. You're showing up as the Queen of Cups. That is somebody who is open, who is deepening their feelings, but also following their heart. So I can't tell here just yet how something ended, what ended, who ended what, but I can see that you are open and available for emotional reciprocation. The energy attached to you is the star. This is also a quite good energy. It's somebody who is following their dreams, someone who kind of sees a light at the end of the tunnel, who is also very open. But then the energy between you is death, which is something needing to come to an end so something new can begin. Let's just clarify. The death card shows up as the energy between the two of you when it's like you don't got to go home, but you can't stay here, right? So it's like you don't have to do anything drastic, but something does have to shift a little bit. So let's see. Let's see. What is transforming in the recent past for Virgo? Let's start with you, Virgo, first. The Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups. You get the Devil, the Two of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Wow. You're open, you're available, you are experiencing some pretty deep feelings for someone here, and it's someone that you're in a commitment with. But there is a bit of confusion coming from this connection. There's a bit of, I don't know if it's like obsession or if it's just like something is wrong. Something your feeling is like something is wrong here. Clarify the star for the energy connected to Virgo in the recent past. We get the Three of Wands, the Emperor, and the Moon. Yeah, I think that there is something, there's a bit of deception from this energy that you're attached to in the recent past. And you are intuitively picking up on it because you're the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is like psychic almost. There's something kind of gnawing at you about this energy on the right. This is you have Aquarius and Scorpio here, and Cancer and Aries. So could be anyone really. It does seem like, if this person that you're connected with in the recent past is following their dreams, does that include you? It seems like they're being very direct about it, very kind of a little bit cold and a little bit not uncaring necessarily, but more like controlling, if that makes sense. I'm not saying that they're a controlling person. I'm just saying that they are like in control of their own destiny, and it seems very single-minded, a little bit narrowly minded. And I wonder if you are questioning what's happening on this side, because it's under the moon, and the moon conceals. Let's look at the death card between the two of you. What's coming to an end? You get the Ten of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. You know, you may be putting an end to this. You may be saying, like, I don't like what I'm seeing here. I don't like feeling like there's something that I'm not being told, and I'm not going to stand for that. And I don't know if I don't think that this is an abrupt ending. I feel like this is something that's kind of like unfolding over time. And I'm not even sure that it is an ending, actually. I just see that it's something that's needing to shift. And it's because this is a committed relationship where you felt like this is somebody who you could really build a forever with. In the current situation, you have the Ace of Pentacles. That's you wanting to build something new. The energy connected to you has the Eight of Swords. This is somebody who has dug their own grave. Truly, this person has become their own worst enemy. I don't know what they've concealed under the moon here in the recent past, but it's caught up with them here in the current situation. The energy between you is the Six of Swords. That's moving on to something a little bit easier. Let's clarify. Let's see. What is this Ace of Pentacles for Virgo? This is like you see potential somewhere. Yeah, I don't know if it's in this relationship. Let's see. You get the Five of Wands, the Fool, and the Ace of Cups. You are ready for something new. I don't know what the newness is, but you are hell bent on getting there. And I don't think you're really concerned about who you have to like fight to get to it. I think that um, what this is in the past doesn't work for you, and you're going to take a leap of faith and go in a different direction. Absolutely. Because you want love. You want something stable. You want to build something with someone else. And that's probably somebody who's not blind to what's happening, which is what the energy attached to you is. Clarify the Eight of Swords here in the current situation for the energy attached to Virgo. This person really did a number on themselves. Got the Four of Wands, Death, and the Wheel of Fortune. This could only be for a few of you, but this person may be like moving or changing homes, or if you guys live together, moving out. But whatever it is, there's a big change happening on the home front for this person, and it's something that they could have been avoided if they had handled it differently. I don't know what that could have been, but it does look like they are bringing an end to some sort of living situation, or it could just be like a way of life. Like for let's see, for example, if you are a compulsive gambler and you're going to the casino all the time and you're winning money and losing money and winning money and losing money, that's a way of life. And something has caught up to this person, like the loan shark is catching up to this person, and that's something that they could have totally avoided if they just were a little bit less reckless. And this is just like a random example, and that's probably not going to be for anyone, but you get the point. Let's see about the Six of Swords for the energy between you. This energy of moving on to something a little bit more chill. You get the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, like, okay, so there's an energy of like being in a better place, the calm after the storm. However, it's a very slow process here. It's like happening at a snail's pace. It's happening so slow that you may not even see that you are shifting the paradigm. There's definitely quite a bit of holding on for both of you to the past, but nevertheless, it is moving. This situation is moving. In your immediate future, you have the King of Cups. You've gone from the Queen to the King. Started out as the Queen, now you're the King. This is like you are embracing that calmness that you're moving towards in the current situation. And in the immediate future, you are really embracing that calmness. You're not getting worked up about anything. You're not crying on anybody else's shoulder. You're actually like a shoulder to cry on. You're the calm in the turbulence. Let's clarify the King of Cups here. In the immediate future for Virgo, you get the Four of Cups, the Sun, and the Three of Swords. It does look like this comes to an end here in the immediate future. I mean, it looks like it came to an end in the past. And then it's like a very slow, drawn out process, which is not a bad thing. Endings that are like very abrupt and very out of nowhere and feel like you're discarded, those are the stressful endings. And that's why you're not all that. I can see that there's a lot of sadness here and a lot of heartbreak and a lot of closing up and being a little bit cold here in the future, but it's really just not the worst ending I've ever seen. And that's because you did take your time with it. And it's creating a situation where you can move forward with a lot more confidence and still very open. The energy attached to you has the Three of Swords. They're also really upset about this, very heartbroken. Clarify with the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Hermit. They're not handling it quite as well as you. They are feeling extremely burdened by this whole situation. They feel like it's just too much for them to handle, it seems. And to them, it seems like it happened much quicker than for you. Like for you, you could have been considering this ending well before you brought it to their attention. So for them, it seems like it's happening a lot quicker, and it's causing them to go internal. They're not remaining open whatsoever. They are closing off here. Not the healthiest energy, but it is how some people handle these things. Let's look at the Eight of Pentacles as the energy between you. This is telling me that you're either like focusing on your work or you're putting in the work to end this in a more amicable way. Virgo. Let's see. You have Judgment, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, I think you're just putting love on hold for a hot second, and that doesn't mean like you're obviously really interested in having a new beginning here, but it does seem like you're just going to focus on your job, focus on making that money, and focus on the things that bring you happiness, the things that you're good at. Sometimes when we're in these heavy committed relationships, our passions and our projects and our creativity gets pushed under the rug a little bit. So that's the positive stuff that comes out of separating from someone who's taking up too much of your time and your energy. So let's get you some advice, Virgo. What advice do we have for Virgo here, who is experiencing a little bit of heartbreak here? Virgo, you get Judgment, the Ten of Swords, and the Hangman. This is saying like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. You feel like you kind of like bit the dust here. Um, But it's also saying, I don't know if you're interested in a reconciliation. I don't know if you're interested in getting back together with this person. It does seem like this is painful for both of you. But this is kind of saying deal with the heartbreak, deal with the pain of it all, but understand that this is not it, that there's only up from here. Judgment, a lot of times, is part of reconciliation, coming back together, of seeing the light, of seeing what we could do differently next time, like a wake up call. And the hangman is somebody who's just kind of like pausing, resting, thinking, not taking any action, but coming back to the drawing board. So, Virgo, if this is a situation that ended, that you would like to see come back together, the potential for that is there. But that's going to be totally up to you. So this is what I have for July 19th through the 25th, and I'll see you next time. Bye.